We are learning more about Christopher Cornell, the 20-year-old Green Township man arrested by federal authorities for his alleged plot to commit a terrorist act against the U.S. Capitol. It has been 24 hours since we first told you of Cornell's arrest. He is now being held in the Butler County Jail in a cell identical to the one that you're seeing here. Now we're learning that Cornell was on police radar as far back as 2013 when he interrupted a 9/11 memorial in Green Township. That same year, he was questioned about graffiti in the Green Township Veterans Park. No charges resulted. The parents of Christopher Cornell say he was coerced by the FBI, but investigators say radicalization is what motivated him to carry out violent attacks. Ann McNamara at the Now National Desk takes a deeper look at why this young American felt called to support ISIS. Ann.
And Tanya, that really is the question today. Former classmates remember Christopher Cornell as a good wrestler, a quiet guy who never really got in trouble at school. His family said he was a mama's boy whose best friend was a cat, and all of them in shock he's accused of planning a terror attack of this magnitude. 20-year-old Christopher Cornell used the name Raheel Maras Ubaida on Twitter, where he posted messages, videos, and support for the terror group ISIL. His father says it was clear his son had converted to Islam. He practiced the faith, had grown a long beard, and wore traditional headdress.
In the beginning, I may have even mocked him, you know.
John Cornell says others abused his son for the way he looked, even throwing objects at him when he walked down the street.
I think that experiences of discrimination do bring people toward a more radical place. I mean, it's one thing if people grow up in good homes and good experiences and they are treated equally as others. But if they're constantly shut down and put down as their beliefs being somehow completely inappropriate and wrong and discriminated against, that does bring out a certain radicalism.
Cornell told an FBI informant he was in contact with someone overseas but never got specific authorization to carry out an attack. In one message he wrote, "I believe that we should just wage jihad under our own orders and plan attacks and everything." Investigators say his plan was to detonate pipe bombs at the U.S. Capitol, then shoot employees and members of Congress.
It's sadly not so surprising.
Roy Speckard, executive director of the American Humanist Association, sees this as part of a growing trend.
I think that there is a phenomena in America where this radicalization is happening, but it's part of a global phenomena where fundamentalism is on the rise.
He says Cornell's story is a classic case, a call for help.
I think Chris was kind of lost and he was trying to find direction, you know, and I think he was really vulnerable. And I don't know if they got to him or what, but I just wish they would leave our kids alone.
Cornell is charged with attempted killing of a U.S. government officer and possession of a firearm and attempted crime of violence. He had no prior criminal record, Tanya.
That's right, Ann. And when was the planned attack supposed to happen?
Well, the short answer is really soon. If you read the court documents, the criminal complaint says these were the final steps, going to purchase the gun, and then they had the plan to travel to D.C., so possibly even in the next few days.
Wow. Well, thank you, Ann.